Hello and welcome to News Across Nigeria. I'm Olumide Macaulay. On today's program, leaders extol President Muhammadu Buhari's leadership qualities at a book presentation in Abuja. Nigerian Air Force Operation Delta Safe destroys illegal oil refineries and barges in Delta State. And Delta State government empowers youth. Governor Ifeanyi Okowa insists on self-reliance from beneficiaries. Thank you so much for joining us. We begin in the north-central part of the country. The International Conference Center in Abuja hosted the book presentation on the challenges of leadership in Nigeria, a case study of President Muhammadu Buhari. The author, John Paden, a professor of international studies who has also done a book on late Sardana of Sokoto, Sir Amadu Bello, describes President Buhari as a charismatic leader who would never do anything except it benefits the country. The event was attended by 3 presidents from Chad, Niger, and Benin Republic, and 2 former Nigerian leaders, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo and General Yakubu Gowon, amongst other prominent Nigerians.
Guests all seated, including the presidents of Chad, Equatorial Guinea, and Niger, were 2 former Nigerian presidents, the president of Senate, as well as the Speaker of the House of Representatives. And notwithstanding the current face-off between 2 national leaders of the All Progressives Congress, Mr. Bola Tinubu and Mr. John Oyegu, seated side by side for the presentation of a book on President Muhammadu Buhari, The Challenge of Leadership.
The Governor of Ogun State to deliver his welcome address. Your Excellency.
The Chairman, Organizing Committee and Governor of Ogun State, Senator Ibikunle Amosun, tells a brief story of the resilience and the can-do spirit of the President.
Our committee therefore regards this scholarly effort as a significant breakthrough in unraveling and unveiling the vintage Muhammadu Buhari, and for this we are grateful to the author and salute his doggedness and accomplishment.
For the author, Professor John Paden, President Buhari presents a courageous and upright personality that Nigeria needs at this time to forge a united country.
The challenge of promoting national unity and security. As mentioned in the preface to the book, I've dedicated this book, and indeed my previous 3 books, to the unity of Nigeria. The challenges of leadership in Nigeria are larger than any individual, but the commitment and passion of individual leaders to do the right thing without consideration of personal gain clearly makes a difference.
The 320-page book is reviewed by 2 politicians and 2 diplomats.
Now, as sitting president, he is on assignment against time to undo the wrongs of nearly 2 decades of bad governance.
He never hesitated to make personal sacrifice for the good of the community. He is a very intelligent man with a sharp mind who may not want to speak often.
The book is an authorized but not an official biography of Muhammadu Buhari, and its focus is on leadership issues and some of the ways in which leadership responds to existential challenges facing a nation or people. According to the author, and I quote, "Leadership is clearly the key to the success of the Nigerian project, which he, Paden, described as a quest for a prosperous and unified Nigeria."
I especially hope that it will be widely read in Washington, New York, Chicago, and Los Angeles as a lesson in true leadership.
The event was not political, as captains of industries, serving governors, traditional rulers, veteran journalists also honored the president, which was spiced by cultural performances. For two former heads of state, this is a time for the president to restore Nigeria to its glorious days.
Truth to tell, Mr. President has been doing his best to get things going, to ensure that the economy is restored to good health and the suffering of the masses of the people is alleviated.
The simple and chronological presentation in short doses made the book readable without stress and make you not to want to put it down once you start reading it.
And for the man of the moment, he acknowledges the accolades.
Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot thank you enough. And whether you eventually read that book or not, those that reviewed it and discussed it have done a very, very good job indeed.
The day's event has no doubt been an engaging one, but it sure gives more responsibility to the president to intensify efforts in his deliverables to Nigerians.
In its effort to stop illegal bunkering and criminal activities in the Niger Delta, the Nigerian Air Force has destroyed illegal oil refineries and barges filled with petroleum products. The Director of Public Relations and Information, Operation Delta Safe, Group Captain Ayodele Famuyiwa, says the refineries and barges were sighted by the NAF Diamond 42 aircraft on intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance mission in Bele community of Rivers State. He says an Mi-247 helicopter gunship was called in for attack and the operation was a success. The Air Force says that a similar operation was carried out with remarkable success and about 2 days ago in the same location, and these are clear signals to criminals operating in the South-South region as well as other parts of the country that it is no longer business as usual. To the oil and gas sector, the Department for Petroleum Resources has vowed to curb the excesses of producers of fake lubricants in Kwara State. The department's operations controller in the state, Mr. Salvation Phillips, who made the resolution at a meeting with producers in Ilorin, is also seeking ways to end the activities of the economic saboteurs.
Recently, the Department of Petroleum Resources, in collaboration with the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, raided an illegal factory in Asa local government area of Kwara State, where engine oil and lubricants were blended. The sealing of the illegal factory also led to the closure of the main depot where the alleged fake lubricants are being sold. In order to find a lasting solution to the production of the fake lubricants, the Department of Petroleum Resources brings stakeholders together to find a way forward. DPR's Operations Controller, Salvation Phillips, says there's a need to alert the public on the nefarious activities and dangers posed in the usage of such substandard products.
This illicit act poses great danger, and it is an economic sabotage to the national economy, the legitimate lube oil producers, major marketers, and the general public in particular, being the consumers of these fake products.
The State Commandant of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Pedro John, says his command is ready to partner with relevant agencies to ensure that sharp practices to the oil and gas sector is reduced to the barest minimum.
The Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps was created to partner with other security agencies in ensuring that life and property are protected. And it is in that singular direction were given a mandate to ensure that all illegality within the petroleum sector is properly monitored, regulated, and those found guilty are brought to book.
One of the certified producers of the lubricants present at the meeting wants the DPR and Standard Organization of Nigeria to have synergy on licensing and training of producers of lubricants.
Our regulators are not training themselves and they are not updating themselves. This is the reason why we also have a number of challenges.
After nearly 4 hours of deliberations, the Department of Petroleum Resources, Standard Organization of Nigeria, and the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps agreed to work together with other stakeholders to end the production of fake lubricants in the state.
And speaking of curbing illegality, the Ogun State Command of the NDLEA calls for more cooperation between security agencies. That's coming up on News Across Nigeria.